Hello, everyone. Welcome to the introduction to today's lesson, or lesson 4, which is called Mass Communication, and we're going to be exploring the ideas of mass and volume. So part of today is understanding term precision. Students often confuse mass, weight, volume, size, heaviness, and density. And the purpose of today's lesson is to provide clarity to this confusion and refine your understanding. Chemists use calibrated containers and water displacement to measure volume, and they use electronic scales and triple beam balances to measure mass that's calibrated in grams or kilograms. So you may think that scales are used to measure weight. They are, but in chemistry, we're actually using them to measure mass. So got our chem catalyst just to figure out your thoughts for the day. Which has more mass and weighs more, 5 kilograms of bricks or 5 kilograms of feathers? And explain your thinking. If you don't explain your thinking, you're not going to get all the points. Second question, would it hurt more to be hit with 5 pounds of feathers or 5 pounds of bricks? Again, explain your thinking. If you don't explain your thinking, you don't get all the points. Okay, now that we have those ideas out there, I'm going to do some demonstrations on how to use a bench scale, how to read a graduated cylinder, especially without breaking the bottom. These are Mr. Patrizio's graduated cylinders, and he doesn't like letting me use equipment because my students in the past have broken things. Don't break the stuff. So our learning targets are to measure mass using a balance, actually we're using a bench scale, and then measure the volume of regularly and irregularly shaped objects. And our vocabulary for the day is meniscus and water displacement. So the first thing that I'm going to teach you how to do is to find the mass, not the weight. And these are the instructions. Remove both covers from the bench scale, turn on the scale, tear the scale, and then read the mass. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Oh, interesting. I don't think I need video. I think all I need is the camera. So this is the bench scale. I know it's like weird to have a hand coming. It's like the hand of God from outer space. Okay, bench scale, it's got 2 covers. Cover 1 and cover 2. People sometimes forget to take the second cover off, and then they call me over and say, our scale's not working. And it's okay. I will tell you, did you take both covers off? You'll feel stupid. Don't feel stupid. Everyone does it. So first thing I'm going to do is turn on the scale. It'll take a couple seconds for it to go to 0, 0. Oops, when I tilt it, it doesn't like that. But if you just let it, now I ruined it, and it's no longer in at 0. So we want to hit the tear button. On this side, it has a T on it. You hit tear, and it will go to 0. If you have a container to contain your item, if it's rolly, then you'll just hit tear again so that it's 0. And then you'll place your item on it, and you'll just read. So this is 30.0 grams. All right, so that is how you use a bench scale. Take off both covers. And then if you have a rolling item, put this on kind of as a dish, and then tear, put your object on, and then you're done. Okay, second technique is how to read a graduated cylinder. This would be a good quiz question. I would give you a picture like the one that you see on the right and ask you what's the volume. So the meniscus is the inverted curved surface that forms when a liquid is in a graduated cylinder. So this liquid is yellow, so you can easily see this curved surface. When you're reading the meniscus, or when you're reading the volume, you want to read the bottom of the curve. So that's the standard. When you are reading, you read the bottom of the curve. And you're going to put a unit after the number, which is mLs. So the volume, oh, I made a mistake in my typo. The volume of the yellow liquid is 20 mLs. So I got the 20 mLs. And ml stands for milliliters. So I'm gonna show you, oh, wait a minute. So that's how you read a graduated cylinder, is you read the bottom of the meniscus. And again, volume of the yellow liquid is 20 mLs. So we're going to measure the volume of the cylinder that we masked by difference. And so we're going to measure and record the volume of the liquid. I'm going to have a potato slice in the bottom to hopefully help minimize breakage. Ignore that. You're going to tilt the graduated cylinder so that the metal rod slides gently down the side, because if it goes too quickly, it is going to crack the bottom of the cylinder. Measure and record the new volume of liquid, and then you find, another typo, you find the volume of the rod by subtracting the new volume from the original volume. Okay, so here's my graduated cylinder. Again, sorry for the weird hand thing. I'm gonna read the bottom of this. The other thing that's really critical is that you need to be looking at it totally from the side, because if I look at it from this direction, I'm not going to get as accurate as if I read it, this is so hard to do, totally from the side. So I would say that this is 22 or 21.8 mils. That's my initial volume. I'm going to record that. Notice you want to mask before you measure the volume, because this is going to go down. So tilt the cylinder, put this in, tilt it a lot. And then very gently goes down the side, and then you read the new volume. And again, when you're reading the volume, your eyeball needs to be exactly parallel, like that. Maybe like that. Okay, it's hard to do. Okay, so those are your lab techniques. I'll review them again, but I just wanted you to see them first.